unconscious bias as such is inherent towards the entire hiring process, right? And from a diversity and inclusion perspective, it becomes even more amplified because people have their own values and beliefs which they really imply upon what they understand out of the topic of diversity and inclusion, right? First of all, you start off with the basics, right? How do you do your postings, right? You look at whether the gendered wording, if I can put it that way, is clearly demarcated over there. You introduce blind skill challenges. You introduce interview processes which are more structured, which is panel driven, which has somewhere there is a cross connection and a cross check around that, right? And of course the blessing of our current times, like making data driven decisions, right? You include all kinds of data inputs to make those decisions, to kill any kind of unconscious bias which is explicit, right? On the second half of the question, what you can really put in place is what we have done at FIS, and I'll speak for my organization, is we have made organization-wide trainings, compulsory trainings around how to weed out unconscious bias. It's the first step towards getting people to understand the meaning of what they're doing, right? And the second is introducing more technology, right, to kill any kind of personal unconscious bias, right? Success of any change initiative is around the environment that you create, and if it is safe. When I say safe, not only from a physical standpoint, but also from a mental and emotional standpoint, that initiative is bound to succeed, right? So, mentorship is supposed to be a little bit of an altruistic initiative, in the sense, you're doing some good for somebody, right? But even in that case, the biggest success factor should be about not how you're going to be measuring the scale up of women mentees, right? But on how many times has the mentee really been able to reach out to the mentor around the touch points, right? And that's more than enough, I think. So that creates a safe environment for the women mentees to even get a direction around it, and we have seen great success in this. And why I'm saying this is because we don't only have women mentors, but we also have men mentors to women mentees, and I think that's one single parameter at which we judge them, and the success of the mentorship program. Calling out specific quotas, right, in every strata, as Kalpak rightly said, while you get in people, and almost all the organizations are very good in that balance at their initial stages, right? That really gets impacted as you go ahead, right? And in leadership positions, there is a very strong unconscious bias which comes into play, and also market availability gets challenged. So I think fixing up quotas at every level, of course, it goes against the grain of equal employment, but there is somewhere where you'll have to make a start from an affirmative action perspective, right? And all kinds of diversity. I'm not only talking about gender diversity, even neurodiversity, etc., right? But fixing up a target, right? Then only can you achieve it.